Welcome to part 7 of this series. In this video, we are going to finalize the mini retaining wall that we put around the window well. Here, if you're dealing with this situation, guys, it's very important that the window wells of your house are at a higher level than the ground. All right, you don't want it equal. You don't even want it a little bit above the ground, because if you have a hill aiming at your house like we do, you're going to need to build that area up. We had to build another 2 layers of brick right there that you are looking at. And that is something you might need to do at your house. So it's very easy to do. You go get some capstone, as you see here, go to Lowe's, just build a little, square, rectangle shape, whatever you want around your window well, and then you get a French drain somewhere, dig it up and use that dirt. That's what I did here. So I laid down some of the fabric. One fabric that is non-porous at this point. You don't want any of the water washing into the soil. Put mulch on top of there, give it some weight, some lava rock, whatever you want. You gotta have the right slope. You don't want it too steep, everything will fall off of it. You don't want it too shallow. So you have to make that judgment call for yourself. But also, guys, if you're up against your siding, notice what I did here. Do not ever put dirt or soil against your siding, ever. I used one of these capstones right here. It's just one of those. And then I used a small one. So I used one of these right there. And you could put stone up against the siding. You never want to put dirt up there. And over here, I did the same thing. You will have some cracks. So what did I do with the cracks? I put gravel in there. So let's take a look at the gravel buffer, it's called. See the gravel? And on this side. All right, let's recap, guys, real quick here for your situation. Come up with layers of defense. Layer 1, the ground. Shape your ground if you have to. Layer 2, French drain. So layer 1 or 2 can be optional. You don't have to have both. I kind of do. I shaped the ground a little bit, and then all the way down there. That was another huge bottleneck that caused flood number 1 is the daylight ended right here, and that's why the first window well over there filled up. So I got I built a tiny little swale out there, and that gave the water, if the French drain fails, that's your daylight. Whether it fails or not, that's your, there's a little swale out there. Probably can't see it. Oh, you can a little bit. So right above my finger, if you look closely when I move my finger, can you see that little swale? So the water actually comes this way, goes left, and then right for daylight. But there's also a French drain in place right along here, which was clogged for flood number 2 and flood number 3. Flood number 2, it was clogged right here. There's a surface drain right here. You can't see it. For those of you who don't believe me, let me get down here and show you the little green grill. See that green grill? You always want to cover it with rock so you keep debris out of there. So if you're going to put in a French drain, guys, map out, your daylight, where everything meets, the low points, and you got to come up with a plan on your own. Chuck from Apple Drains does live video, guys. So check out Chuck, and you can pay him for 1 hour, show him a live video of your property, and he can give you advice for 40, 50 bucks, whatever it is. Even 100 is well worth it, that you're not paying somebody out here just to dig. You don't want to pay someone to do manual labor. You need the knowledge is all you really need, which you can get a ton from watching his videos. And then you can actually get Chuck to do a live video feed with you. If you are totally unsure what to do, I highly recommend contacting Chuck at Apple Drains and set up a session and bring your phone out. So then you can map it out. For me, I know that the water is going to run this way. For you, you're going to have to figure that out in your property. French drain, swale. Swale should be high on your list if you can do it. It's just manual labor. A swale, anybody who doesn't know what a swale is, it's like the bottom of the letter U, kind of like a swing. You ever see how a swing is shaped when you sit on it? That's called a swale. And what it does is the water goes in and then rides along the bottom of the swale to daylight. Swales are fantastic and a cheap way to solve your problem if it's running downhill. If you're going to design a swale, I could do it here because I know that the low point, this is higher than down there, so it does run downhill. You don't want to create a swale that's going to come back a reverse, grade that comes back at your house. So if you could swale away from your house, great option. French drain. You also could put in a sump basin. A sump basin is no more than a big trash bin in the ground, just like your sump pump is right now in your house, except it would be out here in the yard. Chuck from Apples Drains has lots of videos on putting in a sump basin. Yes, you get to put a pump down there and get some PVC piping probably, and then if it's that extreme. So these are all options for you. I hope my video helped you in any way. I'll be glad to help you. Comment anything, questions, I'll do what I can, but I highly recommend to go to Chuck from Apple Drains. That's where I learned everything, and he's got tons of resources and advice and videos, and you can actually get him to do a live session. Really, if you're going to do a big project and you're totally lost, go ahead and do that with Chuck. All right, guys, well, this is the end of my project for flood number 3. I'm hoping flood number 4 never happens. Final line of defense. Well, the third line, you put down into your well a little utility pump with an on-off mechanism that detects water automatically, and then your final line of defense is inside the house. Have an emergency kit ready. Have either a plastic little kids swimming pool up against a wall. Like that. Well, the rain's coming down here. That's about all the advice I can hand off to you, and I hope we can help each other out. Comment down in the video and put your questions, anything we can do to help, guys. Thanks for watching.